What is up, people? How we doing, everyone? I hope everyone got to see the Quantum Leap video I posted. That was probably one of my favorite shows as a kid, and that's what I want to speak about right now. I want to break down quantum, what it's like to be quantum, baby. We are quantum leaping, and so it was perfectly fitting for this time where I actually feel a big shift within the past 2 days. It's been very dense energy, probably for like 2 months, for me at least. I posted this little clip actually on both of my pages, my Aura Blue 44 page and this page, actually a while back, like a year ago, but a lot of people weren't ready for it, but a lot of people are now. What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining. Thanks for sharing my stuff. So Quantum Leap, time is not linear. It's quantum. Time is a man-made construct that was created here, our time here at least. I mean, time is literally an illusion because we exist on all 15 dimensions simultaneously. So there's not one time. Time is not linear, it's quantum. Everything is happening simultaneously in this now, in our now reality that we're focused on. So we're focused on this reality right now, but as we activate our DNA, we become multi-dimensional, where we can tap into all of our other multi-dimensional realities that we are experiencing in other forms, in other planets, and other realities. So it's literally amazing. We live in a quantum field of information, in a quantum universe. So I felt this was the perfect time to post. So quantum physics, quantum mechanics even proves it. I am not scientifical at all, so I'm not going to try to break down the science of it. But we are all time travelers. So, these shows were real, and I remember watching this as a kid, and it just resonated with my whole entire being, and I love this show, and so because in my being, I knew that it was the truth. We're all this is a giant cosmic experiment, like I always say. Our higher selves, like I said, everything's quantum. We exist. It's not just us. It's not just this justice. I have many forms. You have many forms, all the way back up to God Source Energy. We have that ability to connect to all aspects, all the way up to God Source Energy, to guide us back there. It's a miraculous, supernatural, amazing game of creation. It could be difficult, but once you really activate your DNA and learn how it all works, it's a miraculous, beautiful game. And yes, it is a game. So this grand experiment that we are in, that we're playing in these human avatars, our higher dimensional selves actually created the game, and they are assisting and watching us from above. Like I said, we are all time travelers, so we incarnate from higher dimensions to participate in this game. So like the star seeds, the light workers, all volunteer to incarnate right upon the planet Earth in order to raise the frequency and shift the balance to a positive ascension timeline in which we are on and in right now, right? I talk about quantum leap. I wrote this on my post, but I'll read it again. This is actually how existence is designed, as multi-dimensional beings of light. Before the great manipulation, humans were 12-strand DNA, functioning at our full optimal potential with all of our spiritual powers and gifts. We had the ability to quantum leap consciously and physically into the past and into the future, giving us the opportunity to create a new reality in this now moment. With that being said, I am going to read what on the video, the narrator, it was the narrator of the show explaining to you what the show was about. And it said, theorizing that one can time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Beckett stepped into the Quantum Leap Accelerator and vanished. Okay, so right there, he stepped into the Quantum Accelerator, meaning he incarnated into the Earth game. He incarnated into the game, and he vanished. Then He woke to find himself trapped in the past. So he woke up in the game, and as he starts, as human beings start to grow, you feel like, what am I here for? What is this place about? What is Earth? I feel trapped in the past. This doesn't feel real to me. Like something in my DNA like doesn't feel right. This planet don't make sense. The way these people act don't make sense. It's because we came from a higher dimension. And in the show, he remembers who he is. So, and then they say driven by an unknown force to change history for the better. So he was driven by an unknown force within himself to change this reality for the better. And so we are higher dimensional beings who time travel into other realities. So we could go back in time, we could go into future present times. So we are time travelers incarnating into different worlds, planets, dimensions, solar systems, galaxies, planets, to incarnate here to change this reality for the better. That's literally who we are. So as he's operating in this reality, he finds his only guide along this journey is Al, an observer from his own time, meaning his star family, meaning his spirit guides, who appear to him in the form of a hologram that only Sam can see and hear. So those are the silent whispers. That's the intuition. That's the metaphor for the silent whispers. The intuition, your spirit guides guiding you from your star family, guiding you in this reality. And it's our job to connect, to find that connection within ourselves to our higher selves to guide us through this reality. And that's what Al was for him in this show. And so Dr. Sam Beckett finds himself leaping from life to life. Let me repeat that. Leaping from life to life, incarnating back on Earth game, doing it over and over and over again. That's the game of Earth. We've been coming back. We've been coming since ancient Atlantis and Lemuria, right? That game ended. It went stale. Then a new game began, right? There was a new seeding. So now it's a whole new game. So it went from dark, and now we're bringing it back to light. This is the cycles of planets. All right, so leaping from life to life, we redo it, the same lessons until we learn and evolve, right? So last lifetime, you learn from that. You might not fully remember, but it's in your Akash, your DNA. So the next lifetime is going to be easier until you become an old soul, right? You play these games over and over, you become advanced, and then you learn how to change. You learn who you are, you remember who you are, you connect to your higher selves and all this. And so leaping from life to life, striving to put right what once went wrong, and hoping each time that the next leap will be the next leap home. And the next leap home is ascension. What Jesus did, graduation. We are here, people. This is the time. Hoping that the next leap is the next leap home. Oh man, that last sentence almost makes me cry, right? Hoping that the next leap will be the leap back home, right? That's the journey. This right here should be put in a frame, because this literally explains the light worker, the star seed, the light warrior, the indigo journey, because we all, like Dolores Cannon speaks about, we all volunteered from the higher dimensions to participate in this game. And I will say game, because it is a game. And I'm here to wake everyone up, because we've been living in an illusion, thinking this is all that exists, and these bodies are all that we are, and death is the end. And no, we are quantum. We are infinite potential, God, miraculous light beings, infinite light beings of light. So all these ships in the sky are higher selves of watching us, like the Truman Show. Can they pull it off? What are they going to do? Are they going to remember? Okay, well, now the time is coming after the whole 26,000 year procession of the equinox. It's the completion of the game. And whoever's not ready to graduate, sorry. We're infinite beings of light. We live forever. But you either graduate or you repeat, quantum leap, and redo it again. Maybe not on this planet, maybe on another planet, based on that vibration. And so the ascension, the quantum leap home, is the ascension. When we master the game, right? We do our work, we activate our DNA, we connect to our higher selves above, and we ascend out of this game back to that higher reality that we existed, that we incarnated from, into the game here. And so we literally start back where we left off, because time is not linear, it's quantum. So this is a game, it's a holographic simulation. So we walk through the game, remember who we are, we did our mission, we complete it, we ascend, and we say, oh, this was a game. And we see our future selves and our star family who we've been with, depending on where you incarnated from. So this is it. This is happening right now. So this is what all the ships are. We're in 3D. We were going through a dark age, and the vibration of the planet is increasing, because every 26,000 years, what this game is about is dark and light, dark and light. You know, you got the dark age, the bronze age, the silver age, the gold age, right? It goes in cycles. It's dark to light, dark to light. It's literally a merry-go-round, right? And so it's also what creates dark and light is the rotation. So as we approach the light, like Sirius and the galactic center, that's what turns everything back to light and raises the frequency of all planets and life on the planets, Earth as we're speaking. And so we move into that golden age, and then when we pass that golden age, we move away from that galactic center, which is like, say, the heart of the galaxy. And so as we move away from that high frequency light, that sun, that galactic center, we get further away from the light. So then consciousness in humankind and all life decreases. That's what creates the dark age as we cycle around. We went through the dark age, right? We're evolving, we're learning. So now we're moving back to the light, where everything turns to the light, and it destroys all of the darkness and everything. And so what it is cycles of descending consciousness and ascending consciousness as we cycle back around. So as we move away from the light, consciousness decreases and descends, and when we cycle back and return back towards the light, our consciousness increases, ascends, and we quantum leap in consciousness and vibration and frequency into a higher dimension, into a higher reality, into the future. Okay, so not only that, the whole universe is literally quantum entanglement, meaning we're all having, like, between dark and light, right? All timeline wars, right? And that's what it is. That's the battle for, for a planet ascending or a planet falling. For example, in another past reality, another seeding of human evolution, of the grand experiment, we had those cycles. We lasted in a golden age for many thousands of years, and then the dark came around, and then we got infiltrated, and and there was a battle for the light and dark, and not only a battle on the planet, but above as well. Like we have dark forces above trying to manipulate this game from above, but then we have positive light forces from above going back and changing what they did and changing it to put on a positive timeline. So, it's in all dimensions, and everything is aligning right now, and it is actually amazing that we are here incarnated on the planet to experience this ascension, the victory of the light. And so the moral of the story is that we are quantum multidimensional beings of light, meaning we have the ability, and we are achieving as we ascend, the ability to tap into our multidimensional selves, to be in one reality, connect to all realities of their past selves, their future selves, simultaneously in this now moment, to be able to create a new now reality. And we are all doing this. And this is the amazing thing, is that I am a human being on the planet, and I am becoming a multi-dimensional being. So therefore, I could connect to all the aspects of myself and all past and future timelines, to be able to collect that information and to be able to create a new now based on quantum. And that is the beauty of the game. We see the past, we see the future, and we create a new now for ourselves a new reality, but also a new collective reality, as we are all experiencing this grand galactic cosmic experiment. We are dreaming up a new dream together. Not only are we creating our own individual reality, but we are building a new reality together. And that is the Golden Age, where we all become one in unified field consciousness, unity consciousness, Christ consciousness, the law of one. And also, I wanted to speak about quantum leaping as a whole planet and a whole collective consciously. That's what Ascension is. We are quantum leaping into the future, into a future higher reality, meaning raising the frequency, vibrational frequency, as a whole planet itself, and we are the molecules of the planet. So if we ascend with the planet. If we do the shadow work and be able to take in the light codes, we ascend with the planet. And this happens at a very fast rate, a quantum rate. So literally, what they predicted for 2012 is actually 2020. They got their time mixed up because of the timeline wars. But now we're back on track, on the positive. The light has one above as far as timeline wars go, because the dark ones try to manipulate this reality from above, and then the light steps in and adjusts it back on the positive. And we're literally quantum leaping into 4D or 5D within 10 years. So that's quantum, 10 years. So think about it in the dark ages, when time moved slower and the vibration was lower, everything just stayed the same. It was like, wars and destruction and low consciousness, right? Everything stayed the same, but we cycled back around to the light. So the vibratory rate is increasing at an exponential rate, not where it was like the same of the 3D, the darkness, just going and cycling. No, now we're literally shooting up at a quantum speed, at a quantum rate. So moving to a whole other dimension within like 10 years. And that explains like the missing link in human evolution, how they speak about like on the History Channel, like, humans went from like Neanderthals or cavemen all the way to like a modern day society. There's like that missing link in there. Well, that missing link is when we evolved quantum, when we cycled back around into the light, that high photonic photon belt of light, as we approach through the dark ages and silver age and approach the golden age. We move into that light, which turns everything back into light as we approach the galactic center. And our other suns, Alcyone, Sirius, everything's aligning, and we are quantum leaping into the future. And that's why the video I posted about quantum leap is so awesome, because that's what we're doing. Quantum leaping, people. We are time travelers who came here to shift the balance, and this has been going on for hundreds of years, as like the Lawrence Cannon talks about the 3 waves of volunteers. Well, we've been coming in and we've been doing these timeline adjustments. We came from the future to come into a past reality of lower Earth to change it for the better so it can ascend back into the light, how it was designed to be. Its original blueprint. 5D, heaven on earth coming. So I hope this resonates with you. I appreciate you tuning in. So stay tuned for more videos. Peace and love.